Good evening, everyone. RVDebs here. It is Saturday evening, live, a live chat party. Come on in. Come on in. It's another warm summer day in Texas. Not terrible. I mean, it was at least 102, which I'm grateful that it wasn't any more than that. Hi, Deb. How are ya? Hey, nice to see you. Hi, Tart. Good to see you guys. And Zach. First three. First three friends in. Oh, I'm sitting in my new chair, in my old chair. Hi, CAC. And it fits fine. And I've got my desk now. And slowly I will make it mine. Hi, Linda. Hi, Callie Cat. Thanks for coming in. Brenda. Isn't that amazing that actually YouTube was working tonight? And Amanda. Maxie Doodle and Cinnamon Girl and Martha. This is good. I already can tell this is a good group. Butterbean. Yeah, I put the video out today, and I'm alive. Thank you, Brenda. Hi, Judy. I'm settling in. I brought the this chair. Got right now. I have that one chair for the moment, and my desk, and I don't have my art supplies yet. They're in my storage unit, but I'm going to start getting everything organized. Hi, John. Hi, Deborah Ann. I'm comfy. This is so much more comfortable and the right level to type too. Hi, Jen. Deborah Cook. Arizona. I'd like to go to Arizona. Someday I'll visit. Yeah, there's still places I'd like to see, but geez. Well, anyway, the desk is working. It's going to be real tricky to get into the cupboards. Yeah, that's going to be kind of tricky, but you know, you do what you have to do. Hi, Rancher. But I'm feeling good about it. I really am. I mean, just having the desk and a dining table, I could actually have a paint setup and a bead setup because it's only me here. I have a TV tray, which I can move my. I did have my laptop on the desk, but this is even more comfortable right now. I don't have a good chair, so after a while, it doesn't. I'm going to get myself a small desk chair, not too big. No room. It's cozy. But it's my place. I'm alone here. I don't need a lot of places. So it's really nice that I can sit down and little by little. Yeah. So I've got a storage unit. It's a 10 by 10. Yeah. So everything's in the storage right now, and then slowly I'm going to be bringing stuff over. I have a new shed that I've got. I'm going to be moving over to this spot hopefully Monday. Hi, Inoko, River Native. Yeah, I had three chairs in the house, in my apartment. The other two chairs, even though they were better, definitely, I mean, my recliner would have been great. It was too big. It's just too, and the other one was really big. This one fits in well. Yeah, it's not blocking anything. Hi, Bill. This is my wingback chair. Hi, the hungry ASM artist. Oh, that's interesting. Hi, JJ. Hi, Molly. Yes, we have some nice people that come into this chat. Definitely give me a thumbs up if you have it, because that's the only reason I do this is to see how many thumbs ups I can get, so I can throw the algorithm off, you know? I don't know. I'm not a shooby. Yes, everybody's saying hello to everybody, and I'm happy with that. Want to see something like this? Is a painted hat I painted Rosie years ago. Isn't it cute? So I'm going to start painting. I might even paint some hats. I got to organize my crafts. That's what I got to do. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Ups. Yeah, so I like to paint, and it's been a while. I think what I'm going to do here in this area is I'm going to paint birds, special birds. I'll have to like have a really good picture of a bird that people like to have, and maybe do some hats. Thanks, Martha. Thanks, everybody. That's really nice. I don't want to make you cry. I know. You know what? Though there really are no mistakes. I had to go through it eventually. She was a senior and had a good life, and you know. Thank you guys. But I tend to, when I talk about my dogs, I always have an S on it. I was just saying something about the dogs, and it's not the dog now, you know. Um, Cali Cat, as far as arts and craft shows, I probably never will ever do another one as long as I live. Now, our clubhouse does have a couple of sales in the winter, and I might do it just for that, but I did so many. Hi, Dana. That's what I retired from, is doing arts and crafts shows. I know, Butterbeanhead, I'm telling you, it was like, really, it was the perfect ending, even though it sucks to say that. What are you going to do with all your paints and your beads and your glass wire? I have stuff like that too. My Chihuahua her name is Lily. Rosie was a Bichon Shih Tzu. So now I have a lot of clothes, which I have to figure out what to do with. My new shed is wood, and it's 8 by 8. It's not, mine's the one I have is 5 by 8, but it's metal. The one I'm getting is wood. It's nice, and it's tall, and I'll be able to pretty much bring most of my storage stuff right there. So I'm happy about that. I hope it happens Monday. It'll cost me at least $250 to move the shed that's on a different lot. My neighbors are letting me put it here. Hi, Jen. Hi, Faithy. Yeah. So that should happen Monday. And mine, I've got on Facebook Marketplace. I hope somebody needs a shed. You buy them new, they're not cheap. Yeah, the storage facilities is a temporary situation. I had to do that. I didn't have room in this one anyway. Hi, Kathy Bailey. I have to go through them. I've had some really wonderful subscribers send me art supplies and beads. The best beads I ever got were from people that sent them to me. And the best beads for me is old beads with crystals, and they don't make those beads anymore. But anytime anybody has broken beads or, you know, jewelry that's like costume jewelry with beads of any type, I'll take them. Any kind of crystal or bead. going to try to continue making jewelry. My eyes are definitely changed, and I have a little bit of a tremor. Getting old sucks, right? In this hand. Not all the time, but when you're trying to do a bead, it's going to be a little difficult this year. I'm going to try. So, you know, I'm so glad you feel that way, Miss ASMR. I love ASMRs. So it's nice that you come into my chat. I do this live stream on Wednesday and Saturday, 7:30 Central. Yeah, life happens when you make plans. Yeah, you attempt. I agree with you, Debbie. Debbie Webby. It's a cute name. Yeah, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I think we all are exactly where we're supposed to be, even if it's tough because we're learning lessons. Yeah, I don't know if I can make jewelry as easy as I used to make it. I mean, my eyes were much better. Yeah, I've read about the tremor and it's like there's a word for it. Essential tremors, which are not usually dangerous, but you know, I don't know. But I don't like it. Like when I feel it shaking, I can stop it, but sometimes it does it. It's like weird. Yeah. I need new glasses too. That's another thing now that I'm all here living in this little southern Texas town in Rio Grande Valley. Everything I own now, well, actually, there is at least, I'd say there's two more bins that Cat is going to hold for me with special things. And when they come to visit, they can bring them. Hi, Beijen. Aloha. Thank you. Isn't this cool? I finally got my, oh, I only have this one chair. The other chair is okay. It's not bad, but it's very low. This is so much better. Hi, clouds. Clouds and sky. I got to write a song about the Rio Grande Valley. Hello, Wild Iris. What do you mean, Debbie? Rosie's passing has provided an opportunity for you to help another of God's creatures. And who would that be? Hi, Mel. Hi, Sally. Answer me that one. I'm not going to get any more animals. Oh, no. No. Foster freeze. Yummy. I love hot fudge sundaes. And foster freeze is definitely California. Yeah, I've decided not to get any more pets. Lily is wonderful, and I love her so much. But I'm older too, so I don't think so. Brenda, it's a good question. No, not in the shed, but Jim's gonna when he gets when it gets to nicer outside weather. Jim's got an extra screen room, so I'll put the screen room up, and then I might sit out there and do stuff. Thank you, Threads. We have Dairy Queens, yeah, all over the place. Pets are a lot of work. They're expensive. They want to go, and of course, depending on what pet you have, but I just have Lily now. It's perfect for me. I'm glad I had both my babies, and now I got just one little one. Hey, Pearl. Oh, I hope I didn't miss anything. Hi, Linda Metcalf. Oh, thank you. That's awfully kind of you to say. If I can inspire anybody, that's pretty cool. Then, I mean, I had a weird comment in my on this last video that I put out. And the person I know that most everybody is so nice. This person goes, God bless you. You're so unhappy. Like, I'm not unhappy. I just lost my dog. That wasn't too, you know. I don't understand people, really. Yeah, doggo Ben, I feel the same. 14. Yeah, my Yorkie lived till 16. I don't know why it's all three of my dogs have lived 6 to 16. I liked Anne Murray, yes. She was great. That was yeah, I mean I loved all I used to do what's Anne Murray? I don't I don't know. There's good and there's bad and good on owning pets and not owning pets. I've always had dogs. I have had a cat. I love cats. I've even had a couple birds. Hi, Linda. Sorry if I'm not seeing you guys come in. Hi, Marion. I'm glad you're here. I know it's late for you. Lily is just a sweet little thing, and she's been eating really good. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Sarah. Hi, Deb. Here's a little something for Hot Fudge Sunday. Yummy. Nice to see you. Glad you're back. I'm really glad I'm home. Thank you. So kind. Yes, Lily's been doing good. Like I said, she eats. She stays with me really good. Like she doesn't run away from me. How's medical care? Well, I just started a doctor. I go to Dr. Lopez's office, and he came recommended. Jim goes to him too. I can't say that it's great or not, but that are nice people, and they did my labs, and I don't know. So far, so good. Peanut butter parfait. Woo, you guys. Yeah, ice cream is really a thing, isn't it? Don't tell Jim because he likes ice cream just as much as me. Oh man, I watched. So we went swimming last night, and then I just came home and showered. But I just like went to bed with my hair just the way it just naturally did. There's a hospital. Jim, how far is that hospital? Butter pecan is your fave. Thank you, ASMR hungry lady. Ice cream, the food of the gods. Yeah, right. I'm in South Texas. Home. I'm home now. Yeah. So we're 5 miles away from the hospital. I'm at. Hi, Dolores. You think you will have room for a dryer? No, but I've got a beautiful line that I can hang things on. Yeah, the pool is nice. We were the only ones in it too, and it's a nice thing to do in the early evening. Really, about 7, 8 o'clock, 8:30. I wasn't in the hospital. What are you, Cameron? You are such a crazy guy. Yeesh. Yeah, so 5 miles to the closest. Somebody asked me where the closest hospital is. There's lots of medical. This is a big valley. The pool is really a plus. It really is. And not everybody, it's very quiet here. So, you don't really get a lot of people in it. And I don't care. It's nice. And then next thing you know, it's like, you're cool and it feels good. You can move. I move in the pool the whole time I'm there. Yeah, I'm a senior citizen with you, Mel. There's lots of medical here. No, I haven't, Cameron. I haven't owned budgies. I just stay out of the heat as much as possible. Now I am working tomorrow, Sunday and Monday, and I'll have the golf cart. I had the whole month of July off actually, so I'm back to work, and I'm gonna be out there. You don't stay out in the heat. You just do what you have to do, and you get in the cool air conditioning. The bird sanctuary is like right at the corner, and I haven't gone into the bird sanctuary, but tomorrow I have the golf cart, so I probably will. Yeah, it's hot. You don't want to be outside during, like, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. No, no, no. God. Yes, I'm not working for Beth. I'm working for the company that Beth works for, and I'm her assistant. Okay. Yes, I start actually tomorrow and Monday. Yeah, back to the normal routine. I had to go get my stuff. It took me longer than I wanted it to, but that's not an easy thing. To it's been a very difficult couple weeks. I guess because you ask questions that most people don't ask. You know, well, most of the questions I've answered, and then you just don't. You didn't hear me right or something. I don't know. Sorry, Cameron, but you know, I'm just being myself, and if I hear it and think it, I say it. Yeah, it's just enough time, Marilyn. How are you, by the way? 138. Oh my God! In how do you say that? Tupac, Tupac, Arizona. Here it's going to be about 101, 102 all week. That's not too bad. When you start getting up to 110, 107, 112, you know, I can go out for a little while. I walk the dog in the morning. It's nice in the morning, and it's nice right about now. It starts to get better. Hi, Roseanne. It is hot though. Yeah, I mean it, and it's hot all over Texas right now, not just here. We did get it first. I mean, we had an early hot where other people were still not. So we get it early, but okay, Cameron, I don't care. Jeez, I did have an emotional couple weeks, Maxie. Hi, Dee Dee. 78's perfect. Hi, Patricia. Modesto. See, that's another valley. 106. Yeah, we're with the Rio Grande Valley gets hot. Hi, Christopher. And you had almost 90 in Fairbanks. So this is your really good summer hot right now. Okay. Exactly, Butterbean Head. Cameron, I just can't. Sometimes he says things that he shouldn't say, asks questions that are none of his business. Yeah, being in the water threads and jars helps. That's why the pool's nice at the end of the day. You can't imagine anything over 85. Well, this is how Texas is, really. West Texas, South Texas, East Texas. Just very weak. We're down there by the heat of life. Yes. Hi, Kathy. Fort Lauderdale's kind of they're like really hot. Usually, Florida didn't get as hot, like triple digits. So the world is definitely warming up. Yes, indeed. Yep. Leave it to humans to screw up the earth. They're doing a good job. You're right, Threads. It is personal who I work for. I don't ask you who you work for. So you don't see that, do you? She still lived in the bird sanctuary. Who lives? I don't live in the bird sanctuary. God bless you. God bless you. Bless your heart, actually. I have really rolled with the punches, Sarah. Hi, John Surf. Jewel. 114 in Goodyear, Arizona. That's way beyond hot. We should all be having a laugh. That's all we need to do. Listen, I don't mean to put somebody down, but sometimes, I'm only human. And when I get asked some silly questions, I, I react. Don't call me thick. I didn't call you thick. I never would call anybody thick. Oh, hi, Linda. Welcome. Thank you. Yes, I miss Rosie. I'm happy that you're here. Thanks for saying that. First class degree. Okay. Yeah. Cameron's mad because I call him out when he says stupid things. Listen, I'm not going to pretend it doesn't bother me because it does bother me. I am, and I am a survivor, and I've been through a lot in my 72 years. Okay, and I don't really care what people think about me anymore. Actually, same here, Bay. Nobody lives in the bird sanctuary. I don't even know how you put who lives in the bird sanctuary is a path. It's a path around, and it's for people that watch birds and feed birds, and it's a bird watchers sanctuary that you can walk around in. So I don't know where you would have gotten that I lived in the bird sanctuary. I don't see where that ever came up. Yeah, I think so too. Maryland, yes. I'm just tired of him. What's Cameron smoking? Pass it. Yeah, I really, But John, if he watches my channel, he would know that the bird sanctuary is where I would ride around in the golf cart. But he doesn't. And then he asks these questions that's kind of weird. Hi, Edward. I do try to give everybody a lot of freedom to say whatever they want. Really, I do. Well, this RV park. For those of you who don't know, the RV park that I'm in is a bird watching resort. So people come here from all over and spend winter, and they go to the parks all around here. They specialize. We're right by the border, so there's beautiful birds, and we happen to be lucky enough to have this path of just little nature path, and it's really nice. And that's the bird sanctuary, and we're lucky to have it. Right, exactly, threads. But I have gotten to the point where if somebody doesn't like me anymore, I'm not going to be rude. I mean, well, I kind of rude just now, but usually I'm not. I just like, I don't, if you don't like what I'm wearing, or you think I'm a fatty, or you think I'm old, or you think I'm mean, I don't care. The older I get, I could care less. So that's the truth. Hi, Denise. Thank you, Debbie Webby. That's really sweet of you. I don't really know anything about Cameron, but he likes to know everything, about me. And I do share a lot about me here. So, I don't really mind sharing, but if you don't ever listen and you ask me something I've said a million times, we have a butterfly, we have a better butterfly, what do you call it? Like a park called Butterfly Garden. Yeah. So there's butterfly. People are into butterflies and birds right here. That's it, Sue. I, you know, if I miss someone that's came in, I'm sorry. Hi, Sandy. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm so glad I'm home. This is the beginning now of me really settling in here. I've got my, everything's changed with this address. I've committed to the South Texas area. God knows what the plan is, but right now I'm in my own space, and I'm happy to be here, and I adore the job that I get to do. So that's really cool. That's good, Jim. That's what we're on the migration route for birds and butterflies, which is pretty darn cool. Thank you, Debbie June. I'm glad to be home. Yeah, the bird sanctuary, but this is actually uh, butterfly people. Now I can settle in, and it's going to take a little time. Yes, the sanctuary lady time is open again. Yes, Linda, this is the only chair that really would fit in here, and I'm just happy to have it. And I got my desk, and it's going to get better and better. Well, I know that. Well, Jim is he's a real bird watcher. I'm learning a little bit. Oh, thank you, Cinnamon Girl, for the super chat because you're ah more ice cream, huh? Hmm. Hi, Sharon. Thank you so much, Cinnamon Girl. Thank you, Em. I love my place too. It is different. Living in an RV versus living in a home or apartment is different. But the trade off here is worth it. The monarch's winter is small forest in Mexico, migrate north thousands of miles through the states for summer. Amazing. Yeah, I love butterflies. Jim and I went to the butterfly garden, and he's taken me to the parks, and I look forward to going again when it's a little bit easier to be outside. Yeah, I try to be kind. I do. Okay, sometimes I get it up to here. Oh, Cinnamon Girl, I think the same for you. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. Hi, Linda. You. I just saw your name. Yeah, so I'm really kind of not used to the heat. I'm not used to the heat. Thank you. It feels good here too, and it's nice. And now this is a red chair, but I put a blue cover on it, so maybe someday I'll go red. Um, but I do like blues, teals and blues. And hi, Nancy. Yeah. Um, going to say. I'm trying to read everything. Anyway, yeah, so I'm happy here. He's a freewheeler. Yeah, my RV got sold. My apartment is getting empty. It's packed up with all my belongings. Wow. Exactly, Ladybug. I feel the same way. Yeah, finally got a nice, nice, easy to get up and down. Yeah, you know what? This is like another chapter opening. It really is. Oh, I'm glad you're here. I see you though. Once I see somebody, their name pop up. If I didn't say hello, I'll say hello because I appreciate y'all being here. Many parks have guided bird walks. That's nice. I have my laptop on a oversized TV tray. It's not the a TV tray. I mean it's bigger. Not much bigger. What happened, Faithy? Hi Rancher, that's a beautiful blue chair. Oh, thank you. That's the one thing I have. I always like to have lipstick on. It just, you know, it feels good. Here's one. This is just a lipstick tint. Yep, just kind of like tints it. That's it. That's my thing, lipstick. And Perbel. You guys ever see the Perbel, that CC cream? Yeah, this was in my apartment for sure. Yeah, well, I've always been a lipstick girl. Beverly, hi. Happy to have you. Yes, it's good to be home. Yes, indeed. Funny how life can change on a dime. That's why you never know, like what's going to happen. So if life can change on a dime, and it does, you have to like really roll with it, go with it. Yes, and make the best out of it. Yeah, that sucks, Edward. And they're all very greedy. You're listening as you get ready for bed. Yeah, this is just a tint. I'm going to set up painting. That's the first thing I'm going to set up is my painting because I've been really wanting to paint. Yeah, I put a little bit of blush. I use Perbel and then I use a little bit of blush and then I like have a brush I blend it in, put lipstick on. My eyes, I don't wear a lot of eye makeup, although I did put a little on today. So I just know that every day we get up, we have a gift. We can make it miserable. We can be depressed, and it happens. We can find joy in something no matter what. There's beauty in the world, or if you're creating something, or something you eat that I don't know, but you got to if you can't find some joy and smiles and it's you need to. That's what we have to do because we're lucky to be awake. I can't wait to autumn, but I'm gonna have to wait. Okay, let me read. I know I've missed stuff. Is your desk inside now? There's my desk. I just don't have all my stuff in it, with it, but Yes. You got a new desktop, Sarah. Second Life, cool. It does take a while. Um, you have my, you have. I don't go on Second Life as much as I used to. But it's Kalistia with a K, Kalistia, and you can search for me if I'm online. We can friend each other, and I can help you. Yeah, it's a shame that everything's going up in price, and they're just pricing us seniors right out of the parks. And I'm counting my blessings. Actually, really, I am, because I have a good situation here. Thank you, God. And if it changes, then I will deal with it. I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna live in fear, or worry about stuff that didn't happen yet that might happen. It's just not me. It's so important because, God, you can waste so much time on feeling bad about stuff. You know. Oh, that's cool. I remember that. I think. Yeah, Cinnamon Girl. It stays on pretty good. I like to put it on. It's like chapstick. It's nice and soft. Florida's like out of. It's become too expensive for most people, and I think South Texas. I mean, it's hot. There's always going to be something that isn't perfect about a place, but it's definitely not as expensive as these places like Florida and you know California. You know what I mean? And when worry is like a rocking chair, lots of motion, but you don't get anywhere. Why live it? I mean, I think everybody does at times. Certain things make you worry, but I do try not to. I really give it an effort. Arizona rents are high. Yeah, it's really a very it's a very sad and kind of interesting time that we're living through. Yeah, Mel, I'm sure there must be. I haven't looked into apartments here at all. I wouldn't have moved into an apartment here. I happen to just wanted to be a part of this resort, so it worked out for me to be here. Um, I'm sure there are senior communities, of course, and I'm sure there's Section 8 and all that stuff. Yeah, and the closer you're to the water, it's probably more. Yeah, you got to get your ducks in a row, but sometimes there's ducks that just keep falling off they get out of line, and then you got to figure out how to get them back in line. Yeah, Dee Dee says that. Worry takes a lot of toll on your life expectancy. It's not worth being upset all the time. 400 a month. The thing about RV parks and even mobile home parks, not just RV, is every year they're going to go up. Good thing for you did, Lady Time. Positive vibes. I'm picking up good vibrations. 1 minute at a time, one step at a time. Yeah, my apartment was really cheap. That's why I kept it for the last 7 months. It was 163 a month. It was a housing authority apartment, but it was going up to 200 in November. You get a yearly thing. I love Dunedin. Yeah, now a $50,000 condo is 1 point something million or some stupid thing. It's hard to keep moving. You're right. I just I've moved too many times in my life, but that's just how it went. 14 a year, well that's not bad. Yeah, sometimes our ducks don't go in a row. Thank you, Nancy. I hope so. If I can just make anybody feel better, sometimes I don't feel good and you guys make me feel better. So it kind of goes both ways. So, the sunset is beautiful tonight. It's a big old ball of yellow. 3,000 a month. See, I couldn't even be the third of that. Okay, Zach. Yes. Yeah, it was a deal, but of course you lived 100 miles to a city. You got your fudge sundae. It was delicious, and everybody wants one now. It's all your fault. Most people here on your channel are set up now. How do you know that, Linda? How are you going to answer that? That's a weird question. Not question, statement. Linda says most people here on your channel are set up by now. A lot of people are, a lot of people aren't. Come on. Why? Okay. Anyway, I'm glad you love my channel, Roseanne. Thank you. Hi, heading my way. My ducks are what now? Let me see. It's so cute. Dogobin said she can't find her ducks, let alone line them up. I believe that, Faithy. You're so bad, Dana, that you're good. It's peaceful. I'm into peace. And finances, I mean, it's a unfortunately it is not easy for everybody to line up their ducks. I'm from a working class family. I live month to month. I really do. I'm grateful that I actually have enough to get through the month, but I don't have extra. So I have to do what I can do. Yeah, Deanie said it. I'm not Linda. The economy is forcing a lot of us to move. It's not by choice. Mel, what did you say? I'm sorry. Sometimes I just. Molly ducks. Yeah, my ducks and your ducks, they went down the path. We have to go get them and put them in line. I had yogurt today with blueberries, granola, and a banana. That was good. I think Linda Met set up like their finances. They know where they're going to live, and your answer is because they don't complain about making it. Who are they? You're talking for everybody. That's it. Mel said it. Excuse me, I'm not set up. I'm a senior trying to survive. I think that's more the case than there are people that have a lot of money right now. I feel the very wealthy are doing great. They're the ones that are doing really, really good. But oh, no, But I think that there's more people that have gone from middle class comfortable to worry about where they're going to live, how they're going to support their families. I don't even know how people feed their families that are large. Maggie says she's so poor she only has one duck. Oh, hi, Trippin. Good Sense says the middle class is always the one affected. Yeah, they're tearing, they're trying to take the middle class away. And I say they because there's just a handful of people that control everything. And they love us to worry and fight with each other. The more that we divide and fight with each other, the more control and money they can make, and the fear that they instill in us. That's what I'm thinking. It's pretty heavy, isn't it? Linda, you know what? That was a fantastic work. That worked out perfect. A lot of people did make a lot of money on their homes. I'm glad for you. I go to the grocery store and spend $100, and it's only good for like a few days, and then you're like, oh wait, now what am I going to have? Yeah, they love us to, they love us to be all fighting with each other, fighting over things that, so that they can do all the crap to us. And believe me, they're doing it. So that's that. Most of you do agree. I know. I mean, listen to George Carlin, the comedian. Oh, he puts it right there. He is so right, and he's passed now, but his work is fantastic. Yep, $50 more just to go Butterbean head to the store that normally would be 50. Now it's like 100. Yep. Hi, Kenneth. People are struggling. Unfortunately, we're all kind of in it together. Yeah, wages don't match. People can't. I mean, you can't get ahead. It's like it's really sad because we really, that's what America was based on, was, being able to afford a vacation with your family and have a car every few years. No, that's not how it is. Yeah, meat's expensive, and I buy meat for, well, now Lily. She doesn't eat very much, but that's what I don't even buy steaks or meat for me. I just, you know, I eat a lot of chicken and pasta and rice and veggies, and sure, I mean, I eat fine, but it costs a lot more than it used to. So we all are just kind of hanging in there. And what can you do? Can you worry about it constantly? No. And because it's not healthy for you individually to be like always worried and sad and upset. Wow, this is just crazy. I know. I started a subject, I realized, but right, the rich are very, very rich. And the poor are getting many, many more numbered in the poor. Good sense. I do. I just have to start making some to sell. I have very little online right now, a little bit on Etsy, but I'm going to start working on painting and making jewelry. It does help me for sure. I need to do that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with eating beans and pasta and grains. I mean, but I'm just, anyway. Hi, Donna. Thanks, Butterbeanhead. I'm going to add more stuff to it too. Yeah, life's pretty heavy these days, so we got to like try to find joy and ways to keep our attitudes and our emotions intact. I really I kind of want to do painting for a little while. Yeah, I'm not going to let it get me down, but I definitely notice that when I go get groceries, I'm spending way more than I had to a few years back. It was it's crazy. People with kids, they got to feed them and clothe them, take them, yeah, give them a life. So the rich have really, really, really gotten rich. Yeah, we got to find stuff to make ourselves happy and try not to let it affect us, even though it does a little bit. Yeah, cookbooks make, people used to eat potato soup. So I'm realistic too. I'm not, my head's not in the sand, but, it's just, I really think the people that own all the world is just a handful of people, and they will decide how to screw us all. No, we're not going to keep up with them. Okay. Yeah, potato soup's good. I'm just saying that's what people like, ate. Hi, Megan. No storms and no electric. Oh man, that happens to you a lot, Megan. There you go. Sharon says that she's not going to give her joy away. That's how I feel most of the time. I want to keep it really in a positive. I mean, I like talking about real subjects like we are, but I also want to make sure that we all walk away going, I'm just grateful. I woke up today. I do have food. The lights are on. I got a bed. And for those who don't, I mean, I hope they find a place. It's horrible. What is one world order? Yeah, $400 is that's easily. Everybody likes potato soup. I like onions and potato carrots in my potato soup. No, but he's right. Your dad was right. Right? There's always worse places. So yeah, you got to keep it. You got to think positive. If we all started thinking about all the bad things, they'd happen more. Yeah, I would like to have seen more of the world. Good sense. I really would have. People have less than all of us. Black eyed peas and cornbread. Well, we have a lot of soup lovers here. Yeah, grocery shopping's gotten high. Yeah. Cabbage casserole. I don't think I've had a cabbage casserole. Sarah says her thought: when I'm down with life, it is donut time. Donuts have a special place. Love more, laugh often, and be kind. And don't care what everyone thinks. We're into soup tonight. Cheese and bacon goes good in potato soup. I make noodle kugel, but not very often. I mean, I've only made it once in like 5 years, 6 years. Cream cabbage, that'd be interesting. Cinnamon toast is also something that I could have. I got toast. I got bread. Yeah, I didn't want to live in a small town anymore. I am really happy that I can get myself pretty much to anything I want really quick. Green onions, cheese, and bacon. Yummy. I'm not a prepper, so, you know, I'm not going to think about that. I agree with you, Faithy. Praise God, we're all here. I like casseroles, actually. Hi, Judith. I like cabbage soup. My grandmother and my mother used to make good soup. We're going to have to, all of us, make potato soup. Are we all having the munchies now? Yeah, Taco Tuesdays at Bud's. It was fun for a while. I mean, small town's charming in a lot of ways. You probably could do that very easily, Tart. No one cares. I like quiches. I haven't made a quiche in years. Thanks, Donna. Yeah, I'm glad to be home. I'm glad to be done with that adventure. Disney World. Well, that's one place I probably won't go again in my life, or Disneyland. Beef stew sounds good. Sharon's gonna make turnips and onions. My dad used to like sweet onion sandwiches. Yeah, he would do like butter and then sweet onion and salt and pepper, and start eating it. I know now I'm hungry too. I had just a salad for dinner. Oh man, I'm so glad, Marilyn. I mean Butterbean. That was a big like wrench in my back. I had that apartment, and it's just done. Lettuce with just mayo, lettuce. Yeah, I like sweet onion, so I can relate to my dad's sweet onion. And my dad used to also do sour cream. I guess it's before yogurt was big. He would have a bowl of sour cream with a banana cut in it and sprinkled with sugar. Hi, Polly. Well, I hope you find the perfect vehicle or RV that you can get in. It's, living in an RV has its pluses. I'm not moving this RV, so I just happen to live in it full time. Um, so your bathroom is different. Um, the electric, you have to learn how much you can have on at the same time. Although I'm lucky, I can do my air fryer, microwave, and the AC. I don't have to turn it off, so that's good. But it's different. Oh, your mom did Molly. That's interesting. Yeah, my we did sweet onion sandwiches. Mostly my dad, but I liked it too. A good Jewish rye bread with some creamy butter and a little bit of sweet onion. Tomato sandwich with mayo. Yeah, avocado, tomato, mayo, cream cheese, and Nutella. Now we're getting bad. Potatoes and onions cooking. I love cooked onions. Cheese sandwich on Italian bread with a nice tomato and basil. Brenda, yeah, I'm gonna start bringing stuff over. I've just put everything in the storage unit, and then I'll just work a little at a time. I love a good rye bread. You can't find good ryes unless you're, in another part of the country. Liverwurst. Yeah. I know, Mel. I'm gonna have to, like, when I hang up, I'm gonna probably make. I have an English muffin, and I've got peanut butter and jelly. I think I'm gonna make me a little sandwich. I like it too, Judy. It's kind of gotten. I'm getting used to it. I'm not into cooking right now, by the way. Saltines and ketchup. That doesn't sound that good. Saltines with peanut butter and jelly. Oh, Marilyn, I could eat that. It's been hot, and my kitchen's it's minimal. My kitchen. I mean, I got the air fryer and the toaster. I got a coffee maker. I'm okay. Actually, I'm fine. A good tomato, though, is worth it. I think everybody's into eating. I love Publix. I do miss Publix. HEB is a good place for Texas kind of stuff, but they don't have anything on the Publix bakery. Lily is she's sleeping. Here, I'll show you. I think you'll be able to see her. See her there? Lily. Hey, Lily. She's out. How can we do a virtual food share? I'd love that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even use that oven. I'll just use the air fryer. My favorite coffee now is Black Silk by Folgers. That's what I get. I love a good Italian meal too. Chips and ketchup. Canada has ketchup chips. I've never had them, but sounds good. Yeah, she's just out of it. Want a cookie? She just kind of wiggled. I'm really close to all the stores. I'm within 5 minutes from HEB, which is, pretty good. No, it's not instant. It's coffee. It's coffee ground up. It's black silk. It's good. It's dark, like a dark roast. Yeah, Lily's been through a lot too, in her own little way. I think that's really good. I mean, I love good coffee, but I have found that Folgers, ground black silk makes it nice and dark and rich. Dad used to send people them, I know. Scotty's dipped in chocolate. Ooh. I remember as a teenager going to like Woolworths with a friend, and we'd have French fries with ketchup and a Coke. Wait a minute, Bill. Monday you're having a colonoscopy. Uh, I will say a prayer that it goes really smooth and that's no problems. I just don't have the nerve to get that done. I'm bad. I've had the Asian salads; those are good. You got Jim's attention, Bill. You did the same thing at Woolworths? Yeah, a cherry Coke would sounds good. Yeah, ketchup, fries, just, it was the best. Hi, Naname. Yeah, Woolworths, the counter. Those were better times. Those were simpler times. Yes, Bill, everything's going to be perfect. Oh, my eyes are watering. Makeup. Those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose. We'd fight and never lose. For we were young and sure to find our way. La 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 la. Well, you guys, it's that time. Yes, I'm finally comfortable. It's a real good length to have my little tray here too. JC Penney had a lunch counter. I don't remember that one. I'm glad it was painless, Molly. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Yeah, I'm gonna make myself a little something something. I hope you all have a real good Sunday, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Yeah, I don't use the oven. I really don't. Sending good vibes back to you guys too. Yes, put Bill on the prayer list. Edwards, he's a bargain shopper. Remember the lunch counter that was like roast beef with gravy on white toast on white bread? Anyway, I'll be at the Woolworth counter after I stop by Dairy Queen. Nothing's wrong with Billy. He's going to have a colonoscopy on Monday. Newberries. I remember Newberries, Maggie. Good night, you guys. Love you. And I always, really always have a good time. Even when I think, oh, I'm tired, I don't want to do it. And it's always worth coming on here. We'll be thinking about you, Bill. Peace out. Be kind and patient, right? Good night. Oops. Oopsie. Good night, you guys.